Well, what a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kick-off time. Stay tuned for the live action. I must say it's an absolute privilege to be here on this grand international occasion. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to provide expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. This ought to be a thriller. It's the Netherlands and they take on Japan.
Well, this should be an interesting game. Two good teams, some exciting players and everything to play for here.
Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands. Frenkie de Jong plays alongside Ryan Gravenberch in central midfield, and the striker today is Donyell Malen. And here's the starting 11 for Japan.
Well, I have to say, it looks a really strong 3-4-3 lineup. The front three are very skillful, the midfield diamond has lots of energy, and the back three are good defenders, but also good on the ball. They're going to be tough to beat here.
The wait is over, now we're in business. Van de Ven. Virgil van Dijk. Dumfries. Gravenberch. Somerville. And moving the ball forward with genuine purpose here. Well, possibilities in the centre. The crossbar got in the way.
Well, they won't come closer than that. So unlucky not to take the lead there.
Reinders. It did look on for them, but not to be. And a brisk run. Trying to tee it up. Strong possession play. Played towards the back post. Well, a deft clearance. Corner conceded.
In those situations, anywhere will do.
Playing it in. Clearance left a bit to be desired. Well, a time for composure on the ball. Donyell Malen. Oh, that's an interesting pass. And a goal! 1-0, and what a fast start they've made to this game.
Well, just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. That's a useful cross. Well, quite simply a wild, wayward effort, and the less said about it, the better. Dumfries. Jan-Paul van Hecke. Crescencio Somerville. Might lead to a chance. Gakpo. Now with Reinders. Well, this looks really productive. What can they do from this position? Well, disappointing end to the move. Daizen Maeda. Good visualisation and execution. Well, he read that brilliantly at the back. And after that run while in possession, a corner kick has been given. Keen to take it short here. And an astute piece of defending. Might be able to set up the chance. And the keeper will happily collect that one. Ritsu Doan. Kubo. Exploiting the wide area. This could be the equaliser. Took a touch on the way through. And there's the delivery. Well, the keeper really taking charge. Was never going to be denied. Now opening things up. On to Reinders. Frankie de Jong. Now with Reinders. Dumfries. On to Somerville. Jan-Paul van Hecke. Well, sitting deep here, almost inviting the pressure. Good-looking move.
Yeah, lovely.
Shaping to shoot. And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. That's a lovely ball. Cross could be useful. And an effective clearance. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Risky play. Untidy in possession. Could reduce the deficit. Oh dear. That moment might come back to haunt them. A bad miss.
You sense that had to go in if they're to turn this around. They simply haven't been at the races today.
Crescencio Somerville. De Jong. Nice looking move, this. Oh, big moment! And a vigorous effort, but denied by the woodwork.
Well, from that sort of distance, it's a chance that should be taken.
Nakamura. Keito Nakamura. On the offensive. Oh, that's brilliant play. And a decent save. Full credit. Over it comes.
Well, they're showing a completely different approach to this game here. They're now being very composed at the back, playing a lot of short passes. But if they lose possession, they'll certainly be in trouble.
Tremendously strong in the tackle. Could catch them on the break. And a fine cross. And putting all their energies into winning back possession. Oh, to trim back the lead. A goal! And it's very much game on here.
Well, as you can see, he doesn't mess about here, does he? He's strong, well-balanced and skillful. That's a top-class finish.
Well, back underway as we reflect on the goal that's made it 2-1. Van de Ven. On to De Jong. Possession, the most important thing.
Yeah, it's all going right for them here.
Well, they're eyeing that final pass, you just feel. Can he score? Oh, monster intervention! He has teammates around him. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. Just needs to stay calm.
Never felt this.
Oh, top goalkeeping! And there's the delivery. That's nicely done.
Well, they've had a change of plan here. Whereas they were trying to penetrate down the middle, they are now getting their wide players involved as much as possible, which I think is a good move.
Dumfries. Back now to the goalkeeper. Van Hecke. And it's with Dumfries. Now with Gravenberg. Reinders. Clean challenge. Ritsu Doan. Attacking with vigour. Crossed into the penalty area. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising. What was the chance they could get caught out on the break here? Malen. Trying to open up the defence. Well, fantastic reflex action. Now sending it in. Well, happy to try the bicycle kick special, but not really what he was looking for in the final analysis.
Well, he never really looked like making the right connection there. It's a poor effort in the end.
Tsuyoshi Watanabe. Daizen Maeda. And support available. And totalling up all the stoppages, we'll have 2 additional minutes. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Donyell Malen. Plenty of players waiting in the middle. Reinders. That is that for the first half here.
You certainly have got to give this man high marks for his work up to this point.
Well, what a good performance. Dominant, clever, athletic and very effective. He looked a top-class player in that first 45 minutes.
Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how the second half pans out. Ritsu Doan. Ueda. Trying to tee it up. Outrageously good defending.
Oh, he's shown great awareness there.
Reinders. Gakpo. Real chance. Jan-Paul van Hecke. Van Dijk with it. De Jong. One slick pass after another. Frankie de Jong takes on the shots. Oh, free kick, they'll be licking their lips. Decent technique, but the goalkeeper did his job. Ito. Teammates available. In position. Oh, a goal! They've done it! Quite the comeback, this!
Well, I have to say, he's done really well here. He's in the right place and then a decent finish. That's a good goal.
So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. Van de Ven. Now with Reinders. Donyell Malen. Now with De Jong. De Jong. Now with Gravenberg. Well, they're moving it around with real purpose here, but quick thinking defensively. Kubo. He has teammates around him. Well, good idea. Oh, there it is! Incredible! How about this for guts and courage? Can they see this out now?
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Well, neutrals are getting their money's worth. 3-2 in this match. Grafenberg. Now with Reinders. Ryan Grafenberg. Well, showing good patience. Has eyes for goal! Oh, what a goal! A tremendous strike! Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant. Well, we're into the final half hour. Kamada. And space to cross it. Well read to win possession back. And possibilities here. Daichi Kamada. On to De Jong. Ready to break, perhaps? Well, offside, unfortunately.
Never felt this free before. I'm high and I'm getting higher. Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord.
And they will make the change now. Daisen Maeda. Oh, great vision. Oh, a fine stop, and more importantly, away from danger.
Well, you can't argue with those stats, can you? You've had good chances at both ends. The game is being played with great intensity, and it's been a pleasure to watch. Well, they've had a change of plan here. Rather than playing with great intensity when they're out of possession, they're now going to retreat into their own half and then hope to counter-attack when they regain possession. They mustn't be too passive, though.
Van Hecke. And it's with Dumfries. Composed and patient passing. Grafenberg. Can they set up a chance? Dumfries. On to De Jong. Putting it out of play for a throw-in. Well, play stopped. It is a free kick. Delivered into the box. Daichi Kamada. In possession, Doan. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. Well, maybe room here for the counter-attack. Must take the lead here. And you've got to credit that magnificent piece of defending.
He really did do well there.
Maybe dangerous here. Now with De Jong. Very effective pass. And a long way out. Well, the keeper reacted magnificently. So a personnel change then. And there's the delivery. Well, it would have been spectacular had it come off. Alas, the execution left a lot to be desired.
But it's always going to be difficult to make the right connection there. That was a difficult chance.
And time for the change now. And giving it away. Well, advantage coming into play, and rightly so. Oh, it looked really promising for them.
Just read the situation so well, didn't they?
Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Can they take advantage? This for the lead! Can he deliver? And an awe-inspiring piece of goalkeeping to prevent what would have been a magnificent goal on the counter-attack. Well, play was allowed to carry on, but now that it's come to a halt, a caution.
Well, I think he's pleased with himself. That's a top-class save.
And over comes the corner. Well, that was wasteful. Far too close to the keeper. Daizen Maeda. 10 minutes left for play. Ritsu Doan. Well, they're certainly thinking about a winner. Can they forge ahead? No! And all because of the goalkeeper. Margins.
Well, he has done well there, but he should have won the game. They probably won't get another chance now.
Who can they pick out? And with that, the move comes to...
Never felt this free before. I'm high and I'm getting higher. Chains don't rattle no more. Good Lord.
And a goal kick to follow now. He's made a real difference, I must say, but the manager decides that this is the time to make a change. De Jong. And Depay on the ball. Time running out, but they could yet win it. Can he put them in front? Vital intervention. And the referee is given a penalty. This to see them take the lead once again. And the spot kick is converted as coolly as you like.
Well, let's take another look. He chooses the right way to dive, but it's a good penalty because it's the height that beats him as it goes above him.
So underway again, and the question is, can they now put this to bed? And back to Verbrugge. And it's with Dumfries. Martin de Roon. Well, keeping the ball as they're doing is helping the cause.
Yeah, this really does rub salt in the wound.
Reinders. That's a good-looking pass. An alert piece of defending. Well, Still pushing forward. It's a matter of whether or not they can come up with an equaliser. And well aware of the aerial threat. That's a great save. Well, this late corner could represent their last chance to equalise. Trying to deliver it accurately. Immediate priority to clear the danger. And a throw-in it's going to be. Well, all doing their bit to keep them out. Martin de Roon. Reinders. Wonderfully weighted pass. Must be. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.
Well, just watch this again. It's a really good goal, but it's no surprise, is it? They've been in complete control here.
So back underway, and this game has had a roller coaster quality about it. And there's the final whistle. The Netherlands have won the game. Your thoughts on their performance?
They were better than their opponents in all aspects of the game. They defended well enough, they dominated midfield, and they created chances as well. It was a great performance.
This performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Stuart.
Well, no doubt in my mind, he was the best player on the pitch. And the main reason they won this game, he was brilliant.
Good-looking move.
Yeah, lovely slick passing here.
Shaping to shoot. And a goal to really bolster things for them. 2 in front. Oh, good idea. Oh, there it is! Incredible! How about this for guts and courage? Can they see this out now? Oh, showing good patience. Has eyes for goal! Oh, what a goal! A tremendous strike! Hard to believe that he elected to take on that shot. Absolutely brilliant. Wonderfully.
De México para el mundo.
Must be. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.